And there's a puppy.
Yeah, there's one of the girls. Yes,
You can always count on them just barking at the most random time. So that's perfect.
yes, that's why they're awesome.
This is true. There we go. Just getting everything logged on here. There we go. What's up,
Yep.
James? How you doing? It's been 4 Mondays in a row.
It's been a fast 4 Mondays, but it's been 4 Mondays in a row.
Not you two again. Who said that? Mr. Warshall, what's up?
Hey Jeff, how
Mr.
are
Steve
you?
Whitman, what's going on?
Steve?
Was actually in there last night watching some of them Leos go across the block.
I know that's scary. That's a lot of nice cars.
Yeah, it is, and it's unfortunate that I don't have the funds that I would love to spend to buy some of those, but that's
I know,
okay.
right?
There's always the next run, you know. Just got to kind of keep my eyes open and never know, find some good stuff. Ready for Saturday, Mason City. Very nice.
Yes, there's lots of good shows going on this weekend. I mean, let's see who. I mean, there's Tulsa's got their show this weekend. Um, let's see who else is.
What's up, Nick?
Uh, um, um, Topeka. Oh my God, Capital
Just,
City guys.
just had a brain fart there, didn't you?
Yes, I did. It was bad.
It's all good.
It was very bad. Not one of my better like moments, but yeah.
It happens. But man, it's been a busy week for the RLC,
Yeah, that's.
and
Oh,
we're
go
not
ahead.
done yet. That's the weird part, you know. I mean, the skyline went off yesterday, and thankfully time and effort paid off, and I was able to get mine, and I'm very happy because even though I'm not a huge JDM guy, I just really like that casting. I think it looks really neat, and I plan on opening one up and sticking it on the wall. I mean, you got yours, didn't you?
I got two actually.
Oh, very nice. Yeah, I got two of them as well. And then,
Sweet.
hopefully everybody else had a pretty good run at getting that neat little Advent skyline.
I
And
just think it's
then,
a pretty car.
yeah, and it is, and that's the thing is it kind of matches. They did a super treasure hunt with the same livery on the 240, and it's just kind of neat to see that livery keep going for different castings. It's not the same casting over and over and over again, like the Liberty Walk wide body. Uh, I mean, I'm sorry, they've made that car 4 times now. They keep changing the card art. So,
Yeah, but
but I digress. And then
word.
today, hopefully, I'm not the only person that went out and bought the brand new Help is on the Way Matchbox Collector's Mercedes-Benz Unimog fire truck. And the crazy thing is I am probably the only one of the people that bought it. But it's neat because not only does it have the positioning cannon on the roof, it actually has a door on the roof that opens up so you can see the little tools and stuff in the toolbox. And it looks like it has a back door yeah, it's got an opening rear hatch on the back of it to see the hose reel and everything like that. So this is something new that they've done now. There's two opening things on this truck, and I gotta be completely honest. I'm kind of excited to get this one in hand and just be able to enjoy this one. So
Yeah, I mean
show it, Brent. What am I supposed to show?
that new Matchbox car
Well,
that
I don't
you don't have yet.
know. It just came out today, so I don't have it yet. And I gotta minimize that one. Yeah, I don't have it yet. I it just I just went on sale today. It's not here yet. It's here. It's mythical.
Well, we are a couple of weeks away from the big show out in Atlanta. We'll talk about that in 2 weeks. We really got a couple of shows that are going to kind of focus more towards um, the convention and kind of gear people up for it. For those who are going, and then those who are just are going to be able to kind of watch and see what we do. So, I mean, you want to tell us about next week's guest?
I believe, Mr. Joe Alvarado is going to be on the live show next Thursday night, and he's going to be showing us some pretty cool stuff and talking some Hardy Adams Invitational. Kind of excited about that one. That
Yeah,
one's that one's that one's going to be fun. I'm
it's going to be a
excited
good
to
show.
I'm excited to see what he's come up with. So
Yeah, we've got that going on. I think this is. Are we going to be in Atlanta? Yes,
yeah,
we will.
yeah, that's Jeff. I don't even have to scroll over. I know who that is.
Yeah, I did too. Yeah, we'll be in Atlanta. We've been asked again to participate in the Hardy to broadcast it, and we've said yes. So you guys get to see that as well.
Hopefully, not catch any shrapnel this year.
Right. So we'll do that, and then we've got a guest lined up for the week after that. Again, we'll tell you. It's a good guest. You'll like it. But let's get into. Let's talk about some more local stuff, because we got Mason City this weekend. That show's going on. We've got the Tulsa show going on this weekend, and Capital City is all going on. 3 great shows, and I can't go to any of them.
I know it's right now. It's just so hard to get to go. There's so much going on right now, especially in my personal life, that it's like, driving to some of these shows, like I really want to go, but it's unfortunate that I'm not able to just, I mean, like I'd love to go to Mason City on Saturday morning, but I'm probably going to be hungover till past noon. So yeah, no early wake up on Saturday for Brent. So
yeah. And then, I've got Legion things for the birthday party on Saturday, and then more Legion things for our district meeting. I actually have to be a commander and vote on stuff. So I will be unfortunately not able to go to any of those, which is sad, because, I mean, how do you choose between the 3? I don't think you can, because each one is awesome in its own way.
no, hold on. We technically, so the 3 shows that are going on this weekend is Tulsa, correct?
Yes.
Mason City, and the Kansas diecast guys, the Capital City guys.
Yeah.
For me, it would be an easy choice, just because of the fact that we haven't been to one.
This is true. I can understand where you were coming from on that.
For the logic level, we haven't been,
and
so that would be an easy one to go.
Yeah, and for all the support they've given us over the last couple of, it seems like a couple of years, but it's really only been maybe a year and a couple of months. We've missed on 2 shows, but I'm definitely getting us into the August show, and we want to go down there very much so.
There's also one in Arlington, Texas.
Yep.
Nice.
The North Texas Club is doing their show, and that's got to be Daniel Parker too.
Yep.
He's got some good Mexico reel riders that he's taken up there. There's a nice blue and yellow Cobra that I've seen pictures that he's going to take
nice.
Up there. So I mean, that Dallas would be another one I'd like to go to, just for the simple fact that we've never been down there. I mean, I've been down there for convention, but not for just a regular show. So that would be cool as well. Mason City, what can you not do about Mason City? The venue is just epic. There's Hot Wheels history all over in that building.
Mm-hmm.
The food is even better. It's homemade. We get treated, not just us, everybody gets treated really, really well up there. Jeff and Barb do some awesome things, and then they've got Team Jeff and Team Barb going on again with club cars. So, that's another great way to go out there and hang out with those folks. Miss Deb, we're not starting this.
Yeah. If he doesn't think about it, he doesn't screw it up. So we're not going to put that out in the world. But yeah,
I got a whole week to do it in Atlanta.
Yeah, live.
Wow.
And with Oklahoma, I mean, the drive's not that bad. It's a little bit of a trek, but it's not bad. And man, it was a great show when we were down there in November. And I mean, I got some really cool stuff from that show that I'm very, very happy that I have in my private collection. And just there was deals to be had everywhere. There was great traffic, great sellers, buyers. It was just an overall great time. And then Kansas, the capital city, guys. We've never been, so we don't know, but I'm pretty sure that it's going to be an amazing collection with great people. And they have a really cool, like multi-layer racetrack. So
Yeah, that
that's
was
what I want to play with. So
well. Speaking of shows coming up, we've got a couple ourselves, don't we?
yeah, I think we do.
Okay,
I think our
so
next one would be the Elmwood show.
yep, Elmwood, April 28th, right after we get back, maybe a couple weeks after we get back. And we've got people asking for tables already, which is awesome. I think not Jack, Rich Adams is going to be there. He wants his three. We'll have our three, of course. We've had a couple other people reach out already. If you want tables, just message me and we'll put you on the list. We should have an announcement and an event invite going out for that here in the next week or so. Hot Wheel Hunters already put the official count out earlier this
Mm-hmm.
week.
Yeah.
So if you haven't seen that post, go check it out. You might see him put it up again. I may ask for another countdown. So you never know. Elmwood, again, it's going to be 60 to 65 tables, but more leaning towards the 60 side. Great venue. I mean, it's an old roller skate rink. Becky and Troy do an amazing job taking care of us out there with great food,
There you
good
go. It's like great food.
hospitality, good hospitality, and it's just a cool little place to hang out. Easy to get to if you're coming from Lincoln straight. Highway 34, or if you're going to come from Omaha, you can either take Route 50 through Springfield or take 80 and jump off at the Ashland exit and make a right at around the bend, if you
Mm-hmm.
know where that.
Yeah,
A
that's the route
Sioux
that
Falls
that's the right.
show would be cool. Yeah, I'd be willing to go up there again.
Oh yeah, we had a lot of fun up in Sioux Falls.
We need a place to go to. If somebody wants to set something up,
Yeah,
we'll come hang out.
most definitely.
Sioux Falls, we could do that if there's enough interest. If somebody wants to set something up, we'll gladly be a vendor for that.
Oh yeah,
But let's talk some big ones.
I'm getting the place
Nice,
ready. There we go.
nice. Let's talk the big one because I just got a confirmation paid for 6 tables from some new folks that have never set up before with us. They are from the Lincoln area, I believe. Chad and Deanne Crockett. We met them at the Toy and Buckle,
Mm-hmm.
and very nice. Hey, Rick, how are you?
Up,
So,
Rick.
tables are filling up, folks. If you want to get in, I would strongly suggest that you get a table. What do you think?
Oh, most definitely. I mean, they're coming, faster and faster. So it's, people are going to start snatching them up, and it's going to get to the point where, we might sell out before people get around to getting it. So
Yeah,
just definitely want to get involved and come hang out because it's going to be a fun one.
and the great thing is we already told you about one event, that's going on with the custom build off, which is again separate from our regular custom contest. And the build off is open to anybody who wants to participate in it. So if you're an admin here with us, or you're just somebody that's coming to the show, you're all invited to partake in it. It's fun. We just want to see what people can do with given 4 castings.
6.
6, excuse me, and you have to use 2 at a minimum, 2
Mm-hmm.
of those for your build. And then
And they are easy. They are easy to find because I went out last Saturday and I did me a little hunting, and I actually found all six of them. I mean, it took me a few stores, but I was able to find all of them in the stores, and that includes the gasser. I found the blue gasser, and I found the bone shakers, and I found the super vans, and the high or the excuse me, the the low luxes are easy to find. The super vans were a little harder to find. The bone shaker was pretty easy. The I can't remember what that tow truck's called off the top of my head. It's right over there. I can see it, but I still can't. It's like the hitch. No, I can't remember. But anyways, yeah, all of them are easy to find. So definitely, if you would like to try to participate in this, highly suggest you doing it. And as Kent was saying, you only need to do two cars. Combine them in any way, shape, or form. If you want to use the front end of the gasser and put the van on the back of it, or you could use the chassis off the gasser and make a gasser van, or a gasser bone shaker, or a gasser tow truck. There's a lot of things you can come up with. I've actually already got my plan involved in my head, and I think this weekend I'm going to get the drill out and I'm going to start cutting. So
That's a Corey Spencer question, James, on whether or not they have to roll.
no, they do not. He answered that
He did.
last Thursday. He said they do not have to roll because he wants to make sure that everyone can participate in the event. So
Okay.
they do not have to roll.
Are we ready for what?
I'm guessing if it's coming from Lincoln, he's probably talking about Atlanta. And no, I'm not ready yet. I'm still trying to. I still got to get a new pair of sneakers. Um, I did get a new backpack for the travel days, so that helps out. Um, but yeah, I'm not ready yet. So I mean, physically and mentally, I'm ready to go. Like we could go to the airport now and just fly out. I'd be happy. Get a week off of work. Oh, come on. Sounds glorious. Yes, I'm definitely mentally I'm ready to go, but I'm not I don't have everything ready to go yet. So there's still a few things I'm working on.
Yeah, I did upgrade stickers on the suitcase, so we're good there. I got a couple more. I found a couple more I got to put on there, so we'll have that ready to go. Shoe shopping still needs to happen. I now have enough Hot Wheels shirts that I do not actually have to wear different club shirts. Robin took care of that for our wedding anniversary,
Nice.
so we're good there.
I'll still be rocking as many. All I got's club shirts, so I might be wearing a mid states a couple of days. I got my C4s. I got my Ohio. I need to
Yeah.
get. I need. There's a few more. I'm going to have to reach out to some people and get some new ones. So. Oh,
Yeah.
Mr. Joe Alvarado, still not ready either. Well, your timeline's a crunching, man. I think we're down to what? Tuesday is the 2nd, so that's what
2 weeks.
we have. We have 18 days, 7 hours, 41 minutes, but I'm not counting. Uh,
Yeah, I'd be down with that.
y'all need some staff shirts. Ooh, that sounds like I have to work though.
That's another. Yeah, that's a trade off there.
But I would not be against a staff shirt. I mean, I do have a 50th anniversary shirt that I got from Miss Deb that I wore for the dinner last year.
And you mean actual Deb, not.
No, I don't get confused. That's you.
Yeah. Okay. So let's get back into Fremont because we kind of got sidetracked a little bit about it, and I know I really want to get in there about. We also have the kids scavenger hunt too, so we're working on details on that as far as what things they're going to look for and what they're going to do. Okay. It's we want to get that nailed down, and then we want to get the rules for the custom contest. So we'll have shows that kind of feature around those things for you as well, so you guys get the cool updates. We want to get especially with the custom contest, we want to get that out to folks as soon as possible. So we'll have that ready to go. Are we close to getting a preview for the club car?
I got to get with the customizer, Mr. Nick, and see where we're at on that. I think we're still waiting for the tampos to come in, and we're obviously clearly still waiting on the weather to cooperate. Unfortunately, the weather is our biggest hindrance right now. Until we get, I just got to know. I'm assuming that would
Yeah,
be
that
from
was
Mr.
that was Nick.
No,
Yeah, no, but we will have those available at the show to purchase. Okay, so they will be ready.
sure.
No,
No,
they will be ready.
we will make it happen. Even if I have to figure out how to be a customizer and I'll be there side by side with Nick the whole time. So, what chassis is the club car this year? Oh, well, hold on. I just happen to have one right here, um, Mr. Rick. This is the before picture of the Mid States Club car for this year. It is the Datsun 510 wagon. It is coming with metal body, metal base, and 4-spoke road riders. So clear glass. So we will. This is what it's starting out as. We cannot show you what it's going to look like just quite yet, but trust me, it's it's pretty cool. And I'm a little partial to this one because this one was pretty heavily came out of my head, and Mr. Nick was right there with me, spitballing ideas, and it's going to be pretty cool. And I'm excited for this one. So yeah, Dave, we'll actually have to mail you one. This will be your first one. So, and it's a wagon, and I know how much you love wagons. So maybe we should. Oh, never mind. I wouldn't do that. That would be mean. Gonna
Yeah,
be nice. Oh yeah.
maybe we can send him a Volvo.
Neon
I'm gonna get
yellow.
shot.
It is not going to be neon yellow. I can tell you
No,
that.
there's no neon yellow. Um, let's see, and let's not forget our special guests that are coming.
Oh
I
yeah.
mean, we can't thank them enough for being here and everything that they've.
Well, it's not a. Whoa. That's an off-road wagon edition. Off-road edition.
We can't really thank them enough for everything uh, that they have done for us over the years, whether it's been for printing out stickers, doing card art for us, just being generally nice and great people. Great to hang out with, very open, honest, very humble. Um, so we have to thank Lee and Angela for taking the time out of their schedule to come hang out with us.
Yeah.
I wish it could be longer than just the day. We always want that,
Oh yeah.
but having them here is such a huge, huge honor, and we need to make sure we have a good crowd for them, and we show as a club and as individuals great support and love towards them because they deserve it. And
Mm-hmm.
I think we might have them on again before the actual date. So
Yeah. We might be able to work something out for sure.
so definitely, and you never know what other surprises we may have when it comes to the show. So
Yeah.
that's kind of it for right now as far as what's going on. Um, Again, if you want tables, just message me. We'll put you on the list. You
Mm-hmm.
just have to pay before um, you're confirmed on the show. So
Yep.
you can do that in person by PayPal. We'll even take a check. Um, just if you pay us, you'll get acknowledgement. We'll get you over to Deb, get you confirmed, and you're good to go. Okay, so if there's no other questions or anything, let's get into the big topic of the night.
We have a
Um,
topic.
yeah,
What's
we
your
did.
favorite color and casting for the Gen 3 Camaros?
Well, first of all, there's Well, if it's Gen 3, that would make it the 85 IROX, right?
Mm.
So I will say yes, black. Yeah, I actually like that Camaro.
Yeah, no, the
That is,
IROC. If that's what we're talking about, if we're talking about IROCs, then yeah, definitely. I would
yeah.
because I had a conversation. I think I talked to somebody about it. One of my teachers in elementary school drove an 89-ish IROC. Back tires on this thing were like that. It was her daily, and it was amazing. So
So to take it a step further, I know AutoWorld and Johnny's done the 92s. If Mattel would do the 92 with the big old wing on it, on the, I yeah, and with the
yeah,
PR some PR5s, that's money right there.
yeah,
So there, y'all heard it. It's the only Camaro I like.
there you go. So what's this big topic that we have to talk about?
Well, let's talk about it. Overdrive.
Oh
Oh,
yes, the overdrive.
yeah.
I actually happen to have this up. It launches in 15 hours, 34 minutes,
So yeah, let me get over to there
and
here.
it's a lengthy read, but
Yeah.
I still don't know if I mean I remember doing the subscription back, you know, 4 or 5 years ago. No Mercedes, not this time yet, Mike. I'm not gonna make everybody suffer and have a Mercedes for a club car. So
Okay. Um, Let me
you
get it
completely
up.
lost your train of, or you're pulling it.
No, I'm
Oh,
I'm I'm,
I
I'm
got it.
pulling it up.
All right.
So
Well, while you're pulling it up, I can go ahead and kind of start reading all this because what it is, from what I can gather here, is it kind of feels like a subscription plan for the RLC, and is what it's called is the RLC Overdrive. It's a membership upgrade that allows fans to automatically purchase every 2024 exclusive diecast drop. This is easy, stress-free way to get RLC exclusives. Members can be notified of each drop in advance, and they have the ability to skip any car they do not wish to purchase. It's open to U.S. residents only. You must have an active RLC membership to participate in Overdrive. If your RLC membership expires during the calendar year, you must renew it prior to the next RLC drop to continue to participate in Overdrive. The user pays a non-refundable one-time fee of $99 upfront. Why they just didn't make it an even 100 is beyond me. I don't know. It's to do it that way. It's easier. User pays the retail price for each drop that they participate in, plus the shipping and handling and the taxes. The annual cost to the user is your membership, which is $10, and then the 99, and then the retail price for each car. Um, the RLC Overdrive program members will automatically purchase all the RLC exclusive diecast drops unless they manually skip the order through their Mattel Creations account. The RLC exclusive diecast drops will happen every 1 to 3 weeks, which that's the scary part in my mind, because that means that there's going to be a lot of RLC stuff dropping in 2024.
but
Because,
there's
well, I mean,
go ahead.
technically that would be like it could be 12 to 52 cars if you think about it, because every 3 weeks is about once a month. So let's see, RLC exclusive drops are revealed to Overdrive members before they're available to the RLC members who do not have Overdrive. So that, in my opinion, is probably one of my favorite parts about the whole plan, is because of the pure and simple fact that you'd get to know about it beforehand. So you'd be able to, oh, well, we'll just say there's a new lowrider coming out, which we all know there's a new lowrider coming out eventually. I'm going to want to make sure I get I really don't want to have to fight for a lowrider. But on the other hand, if you think about it, how many have you missed this year or last couple years? We know the RLC is continuing to get bigger and bigger and bigger, and there's the car count, some of them are 30,000. So we know that there's X amount that you're going to have access to. But I've had pretty fortunate luck, and I could save the $100 and I'd buy 2 cars, 2, 3 cars, in my opinion. So I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence whether or not I'm going to do it or not yet. So they're going to do special run less than 10 games. How would that work? And that's the thing. I don't know, Rick. And they kind of have been kind of vague about it seems how this is going to work and if they're going to have lower number cars or not. We don't know.
One of the things that I read was that this only applies to exclusives. So the Elite 64s were out, selections cars were out. Um, so if it's not an exclusive, it's not part of this. So there's could be some cars that are, hey, it's just a normal RLC sale that won't fit into this either. Some of it I like the fact that it gives back the exclusive window to all the paid people. I don't like how we have to have a digital membership and then this overdrive membership. Just have the overdrive membership and be done with it. And then everybody else can buy whatever RLC cars they want that aren't part of this. I think the other thing that's going to come into play is the secondary market might rebound for some of these exclusive cars. But then again, that depends on how many they build. If they, like Rick says, if they lower the numbers, then yeah, they're going to go down.
And see,
the
James,
numbers go down.
they don't. They don't. It's from what I've read. I don't see where it says. It doesn't say anything about excluding anything. It just says you will automatically purchase all RLC exclusive diecast drops unless you skip them. So from what I can gather, I don't know. I don't see where it excludes the Elite 64s or anything along those
It was
lines.
in a frequently asked
So
FAQ.
it was in the forums.
Yeah, it was somewhere. Somebody had shared it, and I'd seen it. I was reading up on it. It may have been in my email, but that's kind of the supersets are a great thing. Could you imagine if there were, five, how many supersets do they make? Was it 30,000? Could you
No,
imagine?
they didn't.
Is it?
I
They
think
don't
it
say.
was. I think it was 1,500 this year.
So could you imagine if they don't have a limit on these overdrive memberships? Because they didn't talk about that either.
No.
That wasn't mentioned either. Or how long I think you got 2 days to purchase it, right?
Um,
I think that was, I think
I
I had
veered
seen
off. I'm
something.
trying to find the superset picture from this last year. Oh, here we go. They were $250, and the 2003 set was trying to see if it was limited. See how many it was limited to. Because the supersets are always limited to a certain number, but
Right.
um,
But the point I'm trying to make is this. We don't know how many of these overdrive memberships are available. And if certain things aren't included, like the supersets, or if they are even, let's say they are we talking about, and you automatically get one whether you want it or not, unless you cancel, right?
yes, you have 10
You
days to
have to,
opt out
right? You have to tell
if you
them
don't want something.
that you don't want something. So if say 10,000 people join this, right, or even half that,
Yeah,
that's 5,000 supersets that have to be made.
I'm looking up here because I
1,200.
well, that's the thing is I looked on the RLC and they did not have any. It didn't have any numbers, and I'm on eBay now, and they don't have any numbers.
Right. So that may become an unnumbered thing as well. But Joe makes a great point. Lower the membership numbers, make enough for each membership, and then 2 weeks sell what's left, and then that gets rid of all the multiple memberships. So Mattel has in the past gone in ways to kind of correct things or correct them in a way that we think helps the collector in the end. We've seen the increase in numbers of RLC cars.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're limiting. Rick is saying they're limiting it to 10,000 memberships. So if the superset is one of these exclusives, that's 10,000 supersets
at $250.
Exactly.
Woo!
And now,
a lot of money.
All the supers that are in the stores, plus that's 10,000 master cases.
So now you're talking minimum of 20,000 supers plus whatever goes out to the store. So you're talking easy 100,000 plus supers, which
exactly
that takes the rarity out of some of these cars pretty fast.
Now you're talking reset of the secondary market. So
that's all right. I didn't think. Yeah. Okay.
Now that's the if.
Yes, this is true. This is all hypothetical what ifs because we obviously we don't know exactly what's going on, and we need to do some more research. And unfortunately, we didn't have a lot of time to do a lot of research on this one.
Well, this was generally to generate discussion and questions back and forth.
No, I'm talking just they announced it literally when
2 days ago.
2 days ago, yeah. It was posted. The forum on the RLC page was started yesterday at 5:00, and it goes on sale tomorrow. So we've literally had a couple of days. So it kind of, I don't know, it makes you kind of want to do some quick homework and see what's going on.
So here's the other thing too. There's something else coming out. Mattel Creations and Revelations or Revolutions or something like that. That's coming out too.
Which honestly, that kind of feels like what we're doing right now, to me. It feels like some people are going to be sitting around having conversations about Hot Wheels, and that's I don't know. That's just me. It's kind of what it feels like.
So the supersets are a special offer through the RLC. Yes, you are correct. But what I'm saying is if it counts as part of the exclusives that we're all guaranteed to have unless we say no, if we're part of that overdrive membership, that's huge. And in some ways, I'm not a big super fan, but I want that Mercedes this year. I want that Mercedes bad. And if the 510 wagon was, if that were to happen when the 510 wagon came out last year, again, just paying that $99 for the overdrive membership is already the equal of what you're going to pay secondary market for that 510 wagon.
Yeah. But, and here's another thing you got to figure into it. Okay, say we get, just to make things easier, there's 10 drops. Okay, we pay $100 for the membership, even though it's 99. I'm doing 100 for easier math. So basically, you get, okay, we'll say there's 12 cars, and it's $25. And if you want to loop in your overdrive fee, now that car is costing you $35. So, and then you got to figure tax on top of it. You're probably going to be closer to $45 per drop with the because you're paying for the overdrive. You're not getting anything for it. So you got to realize in your head that cost has got to go somewhere. So, if you buy a car, you paid $45 for it, and it's a flop, you could have went and saved the 20, and you could have just bought it for 25. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. Do you spend that extra $100
to guarantee that you're going to get it with the ability to opt out?
Yeah.
or take the risk and have it not be there 2 or 3 days later.
Yeah. But I mean, and, you can also look at the cars that are coming down the line that we kind of already know there's some of them coming. We've got the '64 Dodge, the the yellow Boss 302, the Typhoon, the Chameleon Skyline, the Lowriders. There's the mini truck. I mean, there's the Suicide Door Lincoln. There's a lot of sweet stuff coming down the line.
And those cars are going to be included in part of this if they come out this year.
Yes.
And if they're an exclusive, otherwise they just, you can buy them on Tuesday just like everybody else.
Yeah.
So, is there some advantages to it? If you don't want to fight everybody on Tuesday, and like for the JDM crowd, that Skyline is going to be huge. If you're a GMC guy with that Typhoon, that's going to be huge. Same with the lowrider truck with the adjustable bed.
Yeah. Those are going to be colossal hits for the RLC this year. They're going to go hard. They're going to go fast.
It's giving people a choice on what they want to buy or not buy.
Yeah, because you can opt out of everything.
Yep.
Ken said he was going to give me his lowrider. Good luck with that. He says no. He might be a big JDM in German cars and race cars, but he got a soft spot for the lowriders.
Yep.
And we all know I do. I mean, heck, I can reach out and grab like 6 and not even have to get out of my chair.
So yeah, I'm really interested to see how this goes. I think there's some
Why doesn't
people
Mattel have a spokesperson for this for clarification? And you're not wrong, Doug. It'd be helpful because we're just speculating the best we can with reading what information has been provided to us. That's the thing I was kind of hinting at earlier. It was like, they announced it 2 days ago. It goes on sale tomorrow. We don't have a whole lot of time to figure out what this thing is and what it isn't. I'm probably going to get one just for the pure and simple fact that it's the first run. It might be the only run. You never know. There might be something really cool that's limited to, say, 20,000, and it might go super fast. We don't know what's going to happen. So I might roll the dice and just get one just if I can. I got to remember, I got to set alarms on my phone to try to remember to do these RLC sales.
I liken this to the period correct Mercedes drop. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember where it was when I bought my 3 period correct Mercedes 190s.
Well, I know where I was when I bought my 5.
Yeah.
I remember you and I talking about it and going, man, I don't know if we should do this. I don't know if it's going to be worth it. Lord, I am thankful that I bought all 5 when I did.
I wish I had bought 5. I only bought 3, and I unfortunately only have the one left. But that one, they have, they helped me get some really amazing stuff for my private collection, so it was worth it in the end.
But that's kind of what I'm looking at this like is this going to be the thing where you're going to be kicking yourself in 6 months from now saying, damn it, I should have paid the $100 and been done with it?
Or is it going to be on the other side of the coin, and when it's over, be like, well, that was a waste of money?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like the NFTs are when the first couple of drops of NFTs rolled out, and then you missed out on the 55 gasser, and then that's a 4-figure car right off the bat.
Yeah,
you're like, oh geez, I wish I had bought that. We won't know.
But I can honestly tell one thing. I can honestly say, I wish they had spread this stuff out. I mean, in 1 week, they had an RLC drop, a Matchbox drop, and now the overdrive drop. 3 drops in 3 days.
So
my
we're not expected.
Is crying.
I don't think we're expected to spend $100. It's our own money. We can choose what we want to do with it.
Oh yeah.
But I ain't gonna lie, I'm probably gonna buy it. Yeah, I'm gonna buy it. I'm not gonna. I ain't gonna lie about it. I'm gonna buy it, and
if I
if I'm
can.
wrong, then I'm wrong.
Yeah, and we'll be the first ones to, hey, we'll walk you through it as we go, and you know, yeah, the green bug is coming too. But that's, I mean,
See,
that there's so many things that are coming down. There's the new AMG Mercedes 63. I'm excited about that one. It's pretty, and there's just a lot coming that we just kind of need to be prepared for, and there's going to be some really hard ones to get.
but I want to get back to Doug's point that he's making here. Why doesn't Mattel have a spokesman for this clarification? Okay, well, that's what the forums were for. And Hot Wheels Van and Chris Parker were really, they were good explaining about all this stuff, communicating. So, what if there's going to be something? I don't know, but I think we'll find out more in Atlanta because there is a Q&A session Wednesday
Hmm.
in the afternoon. That would be a good place to go if we go to it. We'll try to stream part of it here for you guys so that you can listen in as well. Maybe you'll get some answers not only to this question, maybe some other things. I know Julian's on it on that panel for sure. So yeah, I just think there's lots more coming down the road that we just don't know about yet, like Brent said. Um, but the surprise of it all, yeah, very much so. Very, very much so. I was not expecting that. And again, there's some things I like about it. I like the exclusivity part for those guys that were already members. They get their chance at it before anybody else. And if there's anything left over, the masses still get a shot at it and whatnot. Is this a plan to fight the bots? I don't know. What Mattel cares about is selling their product.
Yeah.
That's and feeding our addictions because that's what it is. Um, you
I
know,
mean,
we can have
if
more talk about it.
I mean, if you think about it, it's just like a fast pass at any amusement park that you go to. You basically get to jump the line and you're in automatically. You don't have to fight it. Boom, I got one. I know I got. That's the thing I like about joining up with it, is because if I can get a membership, it's a guaranteed one of everything that's coming out that I want. And unfortunately, I haven't skipped a lot of RLC cards, so I'm going to buy them regardless. But then I don't have to worry about the stress that comes with it, or if I'm trying to, because I have two accounts, I don't have to try to run two different windows to try to get both of them done at the same time. It's just, but we're just going to have to kind of see how it plays out. I mean, it's just like the NFTs. The people, you buy those, you don't know what they're going to do. You might get a car that you really like, you might not.
Or you might not get a car at all.
Or you might not get a car at all, but you're still putting that $20 out there, rolling that dice just to see what you get. The NFT in my mind is just gambling. Plain and
Well,
simple, it's gambling.
the one thing about the NFTs, even the virtual cars, there's still somewhat value to them because people do not get all the virtual cars too, and you need all the virtual cars to get the super exclusives. So
Hmm.
it's just or being able to sleep through the 11 a.m. sale. There you go.
When
This
you work or sleep. Okay, I was like, who's sleeping at 11 o'clock on a Tuesday? I'm already hating job by that time.
a money grab for the secondary market, maybe. I mean, it
or it's
depends.
or it's gonna. You figure with the bots that everybody complains about, nobody's going to spend that extra $100 because then they've got to sell everything for more. It's more work. It's more money, so they have to have higher prices. They may not want to deal with it, and it's available to one per account. So if you want, if you want one for every account, say some of these people have 10 accounts, that's $1,000 that you don't get anything for it. So I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm not going to spend that kind of money if I'm just a flipper. So it could
There's no
eliminate
value in it.
exactly. That's could be part of this is they could be finding ways to eliminate the people that are just in it for the money. And I don't know if you guys noticed in the last two sales, because I did, the little capricola, whatever that thing
Yeah,
is
it
called,
changed too.
that thing's a nightmare now. It's like pick the things that need batteries, and I'm like, there's a squirrel. What is like? I'm not picking this. It's like there's so many random things.
Greg
Yeah,
always needs batteries.
yes, Greg. I talked to him earlier today, but yeah, I mean, we don't know, and we're just gonna have to kind of see where it plays out and see what happens.
Hmm.
They will make a million of them now. I hope the heck they do. You
What,
know,
bots
oh,
or cars?
I'm thinking they're going to make a lot more cars. Um, and to be completely honest, the RLC cars they're not that exclusive anymore. Everybody says, "Oh, I got these RLC cars." Well, half of them don't come with stickers anymore, and the other half seems like every number I get's in the triple digits. So they're not triple, but in the ten
Five
thousand,
digit.
yeah, 5 digit area code. So it's like it's not like they were back in the day when they were one of 4,000. And I already have a few of those. Somebody, Lincoln's, we're already at 30K. Exactly. You go back 10 years and they were at 4,000. Where's it going to be in 20 years? Where's it going to be in another 10 years? Are they going to be going for,
Maybe.
now there's 60,000 that they have to sell. As long as there's people to keep buying the cars, they will keep making the cars.
It gets cheaper for them, actually.
Yeah, the more they make, it's just they're yeah, and we know that they're not going to go for cheaper prices. The prices are still going to keep going up for RLCs. I used to get an RLC car for $15 and it shipped to my door for under $25. Now
Yep.
I'm paying $30 for an RLC car and it's almost 45 with taxes and shipping.
Or pay 70 for some rare collabs.
Yeah. I mean, if you're so inclined to pay that $70 for
Right.
the cars,
But
yeah, it's just but it's still an exclusive thing, and it's in every hobby in the world. There's rare Pokemons, there's rare Pop Funkos, Batman figures, Superman figures. Uh, Mattel's doing the Barbies. There's Comic Con releases. It doesn't matter what it is. Any and all form of collecting habit, there's going to be somebody out there trying to make their money off of everybody.
I would
120
buy
for the
a.
Gucci. I would
I'd
love to
buy
pay 120 bucks for a
120
Gucci.
bucks for that Gucci. You bet. Yeah. I, yeah.
But like the
Yeah,
like the
and
bait the
Mattel's.
the bait Mercedes was $100 or
Yeah, exactly, Rich.
75 or
You
whatever it was.
you aren't wrong. As long as they're willing, and that's the thing. As long as we're willing to buy, they're willing to produce. And why shouldn't they? That's their job as a business
Yeah.
is to grow it. So I don't really fault them for it at all.
Hmm.
And I can totally understand being unsure about that, Rick. I mean, that's kind of why we wanted to talk about it tonight, was because try to give people information to make a decision that's best for them. You know, it may not work for everybody, you know, but that's just me. All right. I think we've beaten this enough tonight.
Well, I don't think we beat it. I think we just I'm trying to still understand it. So,
Yeah.
and I don't
Yeah.
unfortunately have a lot of time to sit down and actually research, because we don't have much time to do it. But, I've been kind of thumbing through the RLC forums as well. And, there's a consensus kind of seems like there's a lot of people that are going to go for it. And then there's a lot of people that are not going to go for it. So it just, you got to look at the cars that are coming out. If you're an RLC member, you can go on to these forums and you can learn that information. They prefer us not to give that information away. They want you to be a paid member, but due to certain pages that are out there, we know what a lot of cars are coming down the line are, and we know that they're gonna be really, really hard to get. I mean, you think that the what was the one that I just okay? So the Skyline that just happened.
Yeah.
Now imagine the uh, what is it, 34?
Yeah.
Imagine a Chameleon 34 to go with your Chameleon opening hood 240. You're talking that car is going to go for $30, and then it's going to go right to eBay for $300. So, and that one's going to go fast. That's going to be one of those 15, 20-second sales. I'd rather be able to get one of those guaranteed, and then with my second account, maybe be able to score another one to rip open, which would make so many people cry. Which that's another
I'm
story.
jumping up and down for joy on that.
We will look at the membership you can get anytime you want. It's kind of pointless now, if you ask me. And again, you're not wrong, because like I just said, if I do choose to get one, or if I'm able to get one, I still have my other account that I'll be able to just go on and access and be able to buy that second car. Or and what
Take
if the
your
limits
chances.
what if the limits are two cars per drop? Do you get to pick, oh, I want two of them? Is it adjustable? There's a lot of information that we do not have that we should have before this thing went on sale.
You kind of make a great point there. When you were talking about the two cars, because at the beginning it says one car per thing.
Hmm.
Now, are they going to limit it by household again?
Yeah.
Are they
Well,
going to say, well, this is starting out with one car. Well, this isn't really working the way we thought. We'll let people get two now.
yeah.
I think there's going to be a lot of adjustment going on here.
Or the original Tuesdays where you had to be an RLC member, and then on Wednesday the leftovers went up for sale. We just got to the point where there was no leftovers anymore.
And that it upset a lot of people.
Yeah. How many people
But
have 5 accounts? You'd be surprised. I
yeah,
you see people that are posting stuff on eBay and they say, "Oh, I've got 10 of these." That means they have 10 accounts. Sometimes, it basically is, it's supply and demand. If you have the demand to sell these cars and you have an outlet to sell these cars, yeah, you're going to spend that money on the car. But now that $100 tax on top of it, now it's going to get to the point where, yeah, do I really want to spend that money on 10 accounts? That's $1,000. It's not worth it. 5 accounts, that's $500.
not if they can't get the same return. And that's the
Exactly.
thing about the secondary market. It's not so much that you can sell it for $50, but if you're selling it for 50 and you're spending 45, is it really worth it in the
Hmm.
end? It used to be you could spend 25 for it, flip it for 50, and you were good to go. The return on investment isn't the same anymore.
No, and some cars, are going for 25. Out the door, you get it to your house for 35. There's some people that are selling them for 30 just to get rid of them.
Yep.
So, it is just what it is, unfortunately. And due to the short window to actually be able to have discussions like this, you pretty much have to just do your homework, see what you can do. Just picked up 10 more for 400. Exactly. You know, those are not going for super prices. You know,
Which one is that?
it's the Magnus, the Spectre Flame, kind of like light antifreeze one with the copper
Oh,
wheels.
I like that one. The 964.
Yeah, but look at that burnt orange Honda S2000 they did a couple years ago
The
that are
copper
going.
one.
Yeah, they're doing like $300-400 a piece.
Yeah, but I mean, I think that's more because it's an S2000 and it's Ryu. That I
Well, I
think that
understand that, but the Honda S2000 with Ryu's picture on it is
yeah.
45, $50. So
That's a testament to Ryu,
yeah,
very much so. I mean, I don't know. It's right now I'm leaning at getting it because I think just having with the way my work schedule is,
yeah,
it pretty much assures me I'm going to get it now, and I still have the ability to say no, I don't want this or that.
yeah,
So from a convenience standpoint, yes, I'll probably it makes a lot of sense for me. Um,
yeah.
from a
The orange one is
that will
better. So
help.
yeah,
From a some of the other things that have been mentioned, yeah, I could see why people would not want to get it either,
hmm
and that's okay too. We'll just kind of have to see how it all works out.
yeah. I mean, I know I can get it. Do I want to get it? I don't know yet. I'm still kind of on the fence. So $100 goes a long way. That's a healthy tank of gas for your gas guzzling Silverado. That's a couple weeks for groceries for there it's 3 hour LC cars on a regular. So I work in a
Or 100 main
hospital.
lines.
Yeah, well, not 100 anymore. It's more like about I don't
90s.
think we're down to like 90, 85. I work in a hospital and making time on sale days is really hard. So yeah, I agree on that. See, and there you go. And you're not wrong, Rick. And with my job, sometimes I'll look at my phone and be like, "How is it
Not today.
12:30? Where did the entire morning go?" So yeah, I definitely agree that it would definitely be easiest.
Because
I'm
at
curious if
11
the Technomic
o'clock,
if it'll sell out fast, and that's just it. We don't know, but
it
it'll
all
be it'll,
depends.
it'll be interesting to watch, see what happens. Well, not really watching because I'll be
We'll
working, but
see how quickly it goes.
yes, this is true.
Um,
But I think with that, I mean, let's.
well, we got to talk about our two guests coming up real quick. We do need to talk about them and let people know who they
Well,
are.
we got to we can leave the other one, or we got to lock that one in yet, don't we?
No, it's already locked.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I didn't know that.
I locked it in while we were
All right,
talking.
I got you.
So next week we're going to have and thank you, by the way, Will. We appreciate that. And this information is for everybody. It's not just
Yeah,
for the folks here. But next week we're going to have Joe Alvarado on, and he's going to represent some things for the Hardy Adams Invitational. We look really forward to it. He's been on before, so if you just search some of the videos for Joe Alvarado,
yeah. On
you'll find
YouTube.
him there, especially on YouTube. We really could use some likes and subscribes there.
Yeah, we're up to
Uh,
53. I'd love to see 100 before the end of the year, but you know,
one or
we'll
two at a
get there.
time.
It's going to drive
And
some of us out of the hobby. Yeah.
yeah, it could. And then the week after that, well, we're going to have a convention preview, and I couldn't think of a more perfect guest to have for a convention preview than Mr. Mike Zarnoff. So he's going to be on in a couple of weeks. We just got to remind him. And I think we figured out a way maybe to get him to some other pages that he has control of
Uh-oh.
that he can stream this out to. So I got to work with him on
Woo.
that. So again, I thank everybody for taking a little bit over an hour of your time to come hang out with us. Be kind to each other. Be kind to other collectors. Come see us in April out at Elmwood. Go to a show this weekend.
Yeah.
Whether it's in Mason City, Dallas, or Arlington,
Tulsa,
Tulsa,
capital city,
Topeka.
up. Yeah,
Yeah,
they're everywhere.
go hang out. Say hi to some folks, and we'll see you next week. And if we don't see you next week, we'll see you the week after that, or somewhere in the Isles, or live in Atlanta. But thank you guys. Thanks for coming in.
Yep. Appreciate it, everybody.
Yep. Good night.
Good night.